Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's your boy Regit coming at you from the surface of the sun. The British summertime seems to have decided that one heat wave at the start of it, it's not enough. It's time for another one to roast the living daylights out of you and make you melt. So I'm glad to be sitting in that, but something a little bit better is the fact that we're going to be doing an evolution! Yay! Now it's been a long time since I've done one of these because I'm still saving up for an XP spending spree, so I haven't been spending anything on evolving cats. So I'm going to make an exception here. It's just a rare cat, but I can't guarantee that this is in the 6.2 update as of recording it. I'll check it, but since about update 6.0 I've sort of not upgraded anything evolving wise and I've lost track. But in any case, Magica Cat, otherwise known as the Disney Channel Flo, has been given a true form. And it's got quite a name. I'm going to say Thaumaturge Cat, although I've got no idea. But when I say turge, it sends a shiver down my spine because of two reasons. First, it sounds like turgid, which has got to do with biology. And second, it sort of sounds a small bit like Derv. But in any case, this true form gives us greater defense. It also gains the ability to weaken enemy attack power. And from what people have been telling me, that's actually 100% weakened. So instead of Magica Cat whacking you and being like, I might weaken you, I might not, this one will weaken you. So that's good. It's got a kind of Dracula vibe, which seems interesting, but I guess we can only really see it in its wholeness when we evolve it, which I guess there's no reason why we shouldn't do. So I'm going to press evolve now and watch the cat fruit spin around Magica Cat, crash into it, and bam! It has turned into a Thaumaturge Cat. And it's got an eye on a stick. Well, that's quite the cat, that is. That's just basically a conspiracy cat, that one. Its description reads, the contract which Magica Cat had has been fulfilled. Ultimate power is within her grasp. But now she just works as a theme park villain. Oh, that's good. 100% weakens non-metal. That's good. Not so much for what I've got planned for it, but no matter. I'm still going to go ahead with what I was going to do because there's not much else I can do. So I researched how to pronounce it on the internet in case you're going to be very angry at me. Apparently I was close. It's Thaumaturge rather than Thaumaturge. I guess that's just how you pronounce your A's and your U's when they're together. But yeah. Basically, it just means a magician, so that's great. Magica Cat, magician, makes sense. So, in the 6.2 update, they've added even more 4-star stages. As you can see, I've been doing lots of them, definitely keeping up with the 4-star stages. In fact, Dead End Night, which is one of the two which have had 4-star stages added, that and Battle Royale here, I hadn't even done 3-star on it. In fact, I've just finished 3-star just before recording this. And so yeah, it is really catching up with me quite a lot. I soon won't be able to even cover 4-star stages, but I thought, as I've just done 3-star Dead End Night, I'd bring our Thaumaturge Cat into 4-star Dead End Night. Now, it does seem horrendous. It's a big jump from where I currently was getting very stuck at the Scratching Post and Parthenon 4-stars, because now what we're going to have is levels like Saint Red Fox, but 4-star. Hopefully you can see on the screen now me doing it 3-star. I'm completely uber carried and super rares like iCat, Mamanic Cats, things like that. And I still really struggled because I'm a spoon and I can't make effective strategies, so 4-star, I can envisage it being pretty horrendous. It is made worse by the fact that I wasted all of my event tickets by not using them, but yeah, it does seem fairly terrifying. But today, we're going to attempt the first levels of Dead End Night. At least the first two, I think it will be, with our Thaumaturge Cat. So this is 4-star, obviously shiny and pink, you know the deal. It's flashing to say it's only special and rare, and it tells us again to take the challenge. Now, the reason I was a little nonplussed at the whole weaken thing, it's great that it 100% weakens, but this level has quite a few metal doges in it. So the fact we can't weaken them is a bit annoying, but I've prepared a strategy anyway. It's basically a woofer strategy turned 4-star-ish. I didn't actually look up the level 4 star. There probably is a tutorial on it, but I just made whatever on earth this is. So we've got Space Cat to do the critical hits. I would use Catasaurus, but it seems like Space Cat is used for range, because there is just a motherload of H&Rs biting at you or clawing at you. I can't remember what they even do now. But yeah, the emphasis of the level is on building up Bahamut and Arun stacks. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I've got to hope that in the rare occasions where the metal doges aren't at the front, good old Thaumaturge Cat here can weaken the H&Rs. Although I can't guarantee it, we'll bring it into the levels anyway, just have a quick look at it. It might jeopardise whether I win the level or not, but it's a pretty fancy looking cat. I like it, it's good. So I'm going to bring a cat CPU to the level because, well, there's a lot of H&Rs and I don't trust my own cat spamming. I really don't, it's pretty terrible. So we've got that. I'm also sort of considering Rich Cat and Sniper Cat, but we sort of want H&Rs to be synced, at least I think, for like Bahamut shots and Arun shots, maybe. Also, I think at the start we can gather up monies, so we don't need to worry about Rich Cat. So, without further ado, I'm going to press attack, and into the battle we go. Right. I turn off the CPU. I did this level at the start of today. In fact, I was doing 3-star at the start of today. I didn't think I'd be doing 4-star at the end of the day, but there you go. It's worked out quite well like that. So we've got Little Eraser sort of plodding his way along the battlefield. That's fine. But there are a lot of wall doges. They're not the main concern. These guys are quite scary because, well, they're annoying. We'll bring out a Thaumaturge Cat anyway, even though it can't weaken metal. And just watch it. I mean, it moves quite quickly and... oh, look! Oh! That is a fancy attack animation. Look at that! Purple circle, all bright, and then it makes fire with an eye. With amazing colours. Oh! I love the design of this cat. I mean, it's completely useless in this context, but I love the design of this cat. So I better prepare myself for the wall doges. They're probably important to try and get rid of. Should we get out a little dragon? He's cute, we'll do that. And hopefully our Thaumaturge Cat can weaken these. A brilliant thing that always was about Magica Cat is its ability to weaken normal type enemies. There is a massive scarcity of cats that can do that unless you got Shadow Gao, for example. Magica Cat was always good for that, and the fact that it's got a true form is great. What isn't great is the fact that there's an H&R here now, so I'm going to deploy our first Bahamut and just hope that things turn out well. I have got a 4-part cat spam if things do get hairy, which I imagine they will. So what I'll do is turn on CPU and just hope for the best. That was a bad cat cannon CPU, but what we can do is watch the Thaumaturges just spitting out straight fire like they're little tea or something. I don't know. You know what? I never had it in a... oh, what? Okay. Alright then. You know what? I'm just gonna leave Dead End Night there to itself. I was expecting it to be difficult, but I didn't know my base was being destroyed. I guess I was distracted by the pretty colours. Thaumaturge Cat, why? Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. So I'm gonna scroll past it and go to a sort of more friendly environment away from those horrendous 4-star stages. I think I'll leave them for now and probably several months. And instead I'm going to go into Never Summer, which is much better, with the same strategy, and see if we can do a couple of levels, because it's just a much friendlier place, and Thaumaturge Cat can probably help a lot more in this one, because, I'll be honest, they're not really well suited for metal enemies, and I'm not well suited for a difficult level. So what I'm going to do is just cat spam and Thaumaturge Cat this. I mean, I cannot get over the fact that that is such a beastly attack animation. I love that. It's great. It's fire and bright colours, and that's something Battle Cats is steadily getting more and more, and I think needs. Like, at the start, it used to be sort of drab and dreary. You'd have your same colour schemes, and I'm not going to lose on this as well. No, get lost. Get lost. I'm not losing this after losing that. I've got too many principles for that. But yeah, Thaumaturge Cat. Beautiful bright colours, and it's sort of part of Battle Cats is moving towards having more brightly coloured cats. Cats usually do start off quite grey, but they are getting more and more colourful, and that is an attack animation which I really do like. So, yeah, its recharge time isn't particularly fast, but then again it can weaken all enemies except metal enemies, so it's quite a good cat to have. The price is still very reasonable, so we can spam that, and I guess with research up combos you can get quite a few of these, and I'm sure in many levels it will have a good purpose. Magica Cat did have quite a lot of purpose anyway, so this is only going to build on that and make it have beautiful colours as well. I didn't have enough energy for the next level, it was 90 energy, so instead we're going to take Thaumaturge Cat into Wanderer's Trial. And what I'm going to do is change up my strategy, because I mean I made that for the level and it clearly doesn't work, so I'm gonna make a magical transition. Right, here it is. So it's a double research up combo and bouncing 4, which is starting money up, at least I think. And then Thaumaturge Cat on the second row. I'm gonna bring a speed up, I'm gonna bring a cat CPU, and I'm just gonna let it do the level itself, because clearly I have no skill whatsoever. So before another iCat debate arises about me blaming something for something, it's my fault that I lost the level. I'm not blaming its bright colours for me losing. I would have lost anyway, but I'm just saying that I didn't see the base health going down. So that's to clear up before any of you start that sort of thing again. It's all my fault. It's always my fault. But I just love Thaumaturge Cat. I mean, I have made a mistake in the CPU, probably, because it is going to spam the combo cats. I didn't really think about that, but these cats, I do love the design. It wobbles about nicely. It's got a nice stick, sort of walking about proper like it's balancing on a balancing beam. And then there's fire. It's great. I think it will definitely entertain people at the theme park. That is for sure. So, yeah. I mean, there's not much more I can really say. I can't judge how effective it is. I can only look at its description and say that's probably going to be really useful. I mean, it's weakening face right now, especially being able to weaken normal enemies, and now 100% ability to do that is brilliant. I can't, you know, judge it in an objective, in a level kind of way, because I have no skill. But it's got a great attack animation. On paper, it sounds great. It looks pretty great, but again, this is the Cat Claw Dojo, so I can't really judge it particularly effectively. But yeah, I'll leave you with insane fire and brilliant things like that. I feel like the possibilities with this cat, there's a wide range of them, so I'm very excited for what can be done with it, and I'm probably going to leave people who actually can play Battle Cats to do something effective with it. But on that note, I hope you enjoyed. Next week on ASOT.
Now here's quite a weird topic to talk about. I've noticed as of late, there are a lot of videos popping up on YouTube of people pretending to me, then you hear the person's voice.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's your boy Regit.